The Map That Leads to You is a new Prime Video film starring Madeline Klein and KJ Apa, so today, let's see if it's worth your time. Heather's European adventure takes a turn when she meets Jack, sparking an unexpected emotional journey neither of them saw coming. I love romance films where characters don't know each other and they take a risk while they're on like a vacation or a journey and they fall in love. I think back to one of my all-time favorite films, Before Sunrise, with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, and how those characters met on a train, they got off, they spent the day together, and they fell in love. That's very similar to this movie, and I absolutely loved it. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. It was a film that I didn't really know much going into. It's based off of a novel of the same name, but a lot of what I love about Before Sunrise is within this film. Now, I'm not saying that this film is as good as Before Sunrise, but I love the structure of this movie with Heather, this character that needs to plan everything. She needs to be involved with that process. And then we meet KJ Apa's character, Jack, and he's this free-spirited person that just goes with the flow. They're very different, but they get off of this train and they go on this journey together and they spend many days with each other and they fall in love. What works so well with this film is that we really don't know Heather or Jack very well in the beginning of the film, and how Heather and Jack start to learn about each other and their personality. When we are introduced to Heather and Jack, we don't know that Heather needs to plan everything and be involved in that process. We don't know that Jack is this free-spirited person. So when they learn about each other, we're getting all that at the same time, and we're seeing that connection grow and a more of an understanding of each person throughout the film. And Madeline Klein and KJ Apa have really good chemistry within this film. Both of them are really good in their role. You really do feel that Madeline Klein's character, Heather, is a person that needs to know every single detail, while Jack needs to just be free and live his life. They play their parts very well, and we see that there is that difference between these characters, but they start to understand each other, and that relationship does develop nicely throughout the film. Now, it's not like Before Sunrise where it's just one day. It takes place over several days, so we get to see this romance evolve throughout the film. And there's going to be some highs to this film. You're going to see some genuine sweet moments between the two that takes them throughout different cities, and you see this just warm feeling between the two as the film progresses. And then you're going to have some lows as they do spend more time together and they get to know each other, that there's going to be some arguments. So my issues with this film is some of the arguments in place with this movie don't seem all that realistic and do seem a little bit forced at times. Very simple arguments about being on your phone too much and taking pictures instead of enjoying life. Arguments like that seem a little bit unnecessary and not as real as, you know, some deeper arguments that could be within this film to really test these characters. So sometimes the arguments are just there to have a sake of an argument to test this relationship and aren't adding much depth to the film. But there are a lot of sweet moments between the two, and I love that genuine connection that these characters have. It does take us through a pretty emotional journey, and we do feel connected to both of these characters. The directing in here is really beautiful, going through many different cities in Europe and just having that free spirit vibe to it all. With Heather spending a lot of time with Jack, she is opening up a little more and allowing for him to just kind of take control, and her taking a little bit of a step back and enjoying her time. And I like seeing that character develop throughout the film. But watching this movie in different parts of Europe, it makes me really just want to go out there and explore Europe and have a great time. These characters take risks, and that's what I love about that storyline for Before Sunrise, and it's very reminiscent within this film. It's got a very sweet story as the characters get to know each other and we get to know them as well. So that structure right there, I'm very curious about who these characters are. Seeing that spark develop throughout the film, it's very sweet. I like the performances in here. The connection is very strong. Sometimes the arguments seem a little bit fake at times. It's got a great feel to it. I did not expect to enjoy this movie as much as I did. I don't think this movie is going to be for everybody. People will probably view this as a cheesy romance film, but I got what I wanted out of it. A romance film where characters take risks, they fall in love, and they get to know each other throughout the film. That's what I like about romance movies, and that was within this film. I'm gonna go ahead and give The Map That Leads to You a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Map That Leads to You, the new Prime Video film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy too.